Sup guys, DCK here, talking to you from my lovely tablet device, seeing as my laptop, I still haven't quite figured out how to correctly get those videos recorded on that, but just checking in and gonna throw in my 2 cents here. So, this morning we got word that AJ Styles beat Okada for the IWGP World Heavyweight title. First of all, AJ Styles is a fantastic professional wrestler and deserves to win a title. So that we can't be mad about. 2, Okada wasn't in the best spot. And if New Japan was going to keep Okada in that bad a spot while having the belt, they should have taken the belt off him. And AJ Styles is a perfectly fine choice. Problem. This isn't the first time that New Japan has fucked up their booking. They have been on a rough track for months. Everyone, I think people were staying pretty optimistic up until the New Japan Cup with Shibata. I was sort of like that, but honestly, I thought things started going wrong the second they went through with Okada Naito, which consequently led to Tanahashi Nakamura main eventing, Tanahashi going over, which made it just even worse. I would have been less mad if Nakamura had retained, which is why it was the right call that Nakamura got the IC belt back, which is great. Also, I know people weren't looking forward to this Gracie tag. This was the first time I've looked forward to a Gracie tag because it was going to be Sakuraba and Nakamura. Nakamura should have been a key factor, though by all accounts it didn't really help. So hopefully that Nakamura-Daniel Gracie IC title match goes okay. Sorry if I sound really wore out. I've been sick and also drinking a lot, so I mean, starting to make a dent in this guy. So gotta get through college somehow. So that's gonna be okay. But it's been months that it's been going wrong because Naito. I'm not saying Naito winning the G1 was a bad call. I'm saying him main eventing the Dome was a bad call. Even if he was gonna lose, it was a bad call because I just think it's politics that are ruining the real main events here. It's Shibata. You guys remember my video, my Let's Make It Better video, trying to book the next year plus of New Japan, both for creative success and financial success. So basically a Mickey Babylon ripoff. We miss you, Mickey. Come back. I just think it's this time where if we're gonna do the Gracie thing, if we're in an era where we can do the Gracie thing, there's no reason why we can't have a Shibata as the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. I'm not saying you don't bring in AJ Styles and you don't have him work main events. Because you do, because it's AJ Styles and he's great. Sorry, I'm burping up like crazy. And it's just really rough. Because there are so many little missteps that I think New Japan has made. That's just like, how do you fix all of them in one fell swoop? Aside from maybe using a time machine. It's just gone wrong for months. You had Okada playing the role of Daniel Bryan, Tanahashi playing the role of Cena, and you had AJ Styles as Triple H. He just came in, he took the belt, just took it. And again, AJ Styles is a fantastic performer. he deserves these opportunities. But in the landscape of what should be New Japan, in making this a hot product, that main event angle that they did. By the way, I'm not sure why we're pushing Yujiro, or why we're putting him in the Bullet Club, whose gimmick, I don't know if people realize this, the gimmick is that they're Gaijin. They're all foreigners. Like that, it doesn't make sense for Yujiro to be in the Bullet Club. It doesn't. So, that's a big misstep too. And plus you're pushing Yujiro. I like Yujiro. I put him in the mid-card to upper mid-card. I think the guy's really talented. I think he's a good worker. He's got a gimmick, which is great. In my fantasy world of New Japan, he would be a blood feud guy. He's the guy that you'd be doing. He's the guy who would play in faction warfare and street fights. And I would book cage matches occasionally. Maybe do like a war game style cage. Just do some crazy shit with Yujiro type guys. But really, they're giving him that push. So now we're gonna get Okada versus Yujiro, and we're gonna get Styles versus Elgin, which again a good match, but the ROH fan base has seen it twice. They don't want to see it anymore. New Japan's interested. They're gonna be like, ooh, it's this big jacked up guy. So now it's basically a Michael Elgin tryout match. But instead of having to sacrifice one of their own guys to face Elgin, they're just like, oh, we'll just put our belt on this American, and then he can face Elgin, and then we'll judge him there. So, great. And just, I'm not going to talk about Tanahashi Bennett. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not mad. I'm not happy. I'm just whatever. And honestly, it's because I'm whatever about, Bennett just can't be in ROH right now. He needs to go away. He's a good enough guy that he can go work somewhere else and multiple places elsewhere and just make as much money as he's making now or close to, because it's the bad kind of heat, sorta, because they're just the booking in ROH is reveling in the fact that he's completely against the ethos of the company, historically speaking, and even sort of today. He's against that ethos. He's against the ethos of the fans. He just doesn't fit, and he needs to go away for a bit. I'm not saying he can't come back, but he needs to go away. And Tanahashi can just... It wouldn't hurt if Tanahashi went away for a little bit from New Japan. It wouldn't hurt, just saying. Although they might be doing a Shibata-Tanahashi feud, which is long overdue. So, good on that if they pull the trigger. If we can get that at Dominion in June, that'd be great. So, there's that. But, why am I even making this video? You know what I want to do with New Japan. Like, I did the video. Go watch the video. Let's make it better. New Japan in 2014, where I book it to grow the business. And, so you know what I want to do with the main event scene. You know what I want to do with most of the guys that I want to push. I even talk about the mid-card titles a bit, the tag titles a bit. I kind of gloss over, but, like, you can have these pseudo shoot work main events mixed with these sort of hardcore, borderline FMW. It's actually a little bit more like maybe, I think 0-1 might be a better comparison for the mid-card. There's sort of those kind of guys, you kind of do this kind of, take this sort of Masato Tanaka booking and kind of swirl it around. That's the best way I can put it. It's hard to describe. I don't know how long this recording is going to last. But, yeah, so... Honestly, if you want more opinions from me, go follow my Twitter at DoubleCrossKing. But yeah, just New Japan's off. They have a chance to be huge, and not quite working at the moment. But we'll see. All right, later.